Hi, Trendy Tech Dad here. In my last video, I used ChatGPT to make this. But in the comments of that video, someone left this. He says, so I'm a graphic designer and I don't know a lot when it comes to 3D. I want to make this exactly. Do you think I could just skip to the maker part? Look at that's adorable. Like, that's awesome. And the answer, I believe, is yes. And I'm going to do it right now. And as always, this is not going to be a two-parter. This is going to be a one-parter. And if you want to see to the end, please watch to the end. You have to. Okay, so we're going to skip right to the step where you go to makerworld.com. On Makerworld's website, you're going to go over to Maker Lab. And then at the very bottom of this, you're going to go down here to this little car and you're going to click Images to 3D and you're going to click Try It. And then you're going to drag and drop the image right into here and you're going to click Generate. Depending on the item, the generation process can take a couple of minutes, but really it's just a couple of minutes. It's never been longer than that. And just like that, here is the 3D rendering of, look at that. Look at the hoodie in the back. It's like a hoodie slash backpack. The hat is giant. I wonder how that's going to turn out. That's going to need some supports, but we're still going to go for it. And again, that is part of the fun with all of this, is that you basically don't know what you're going to get because it's still using a generation tool. So you can feed it information, but it may spit out something awkward and weird. So from here, you're going to hit the export button right up here. And then I do want to address one thing. Someone did mention this in my last comment. They mentioned that the website required them to pay money. Personally, I have never spent a dime on this program, but I believe that's because I use MakerWorld a lot. Let me show you. So this screen does come up with this. It is a beta program, so that's why I'm assuming they're using what are called credits. But essentially, like, my MakerLab credit balance is 136. This is going to take 2 credits technically. If I wanted to get more credits though, like, you can basically click here to hit redeem. But essentially this is done because you're like liking and going and actually like hearting people's projects. MakerWorld is a community of people. It's a community of amazing artistry and amazing sculptures and products that you can 3D print, and all of them are free. There is nothing that costs money on the website. So my suggestion is start an account with MakerLab, start liking, boosting people's projects, and you'll never have to spend a dime. Once you've clicked redeem, you're going to go ahead and hit the download button, and it's going ahead and download right to your computer. And then you're going to go ahead and load this up into Bambu Studio, and it's going to just take a couple of seconds. And then we'll talk through the color portion because there was a comment on my last video. So essentially this screen that pops up is going to show you if you wanted to mirror image the color palette from the photo, the 3D rendering, this is basically all the colors that you would need, but you do not have to do this. If you simply just hit cancel on here, it's going to load basically the file in one generic color. So you don't have to worry about doing all of that. But there is the 3D image of the file that I just created using MakerLab. Now, I'm a firm believer of going big or going home. So let's go ahead and put this up to 150%. And let's go ahead and click the slice button and see how long this sucker is going to take. The supports on this thing are going to be outrageous. All right, and this is the final render of all the supports because of that enormous hat. And it looks like it's going to take 3 hours and 40 minutes. So this is going to be pretty much double what the last one was. But as always, we're not doing a part 2, people. So make sure you stay to the end. It looks like something from Stranger Things at this point. Stay tuned for part 2. I'm just kidding. It is currently downloading right now. I always like to check my filament, see how much is on there. We should have enough. Doing a little bed leveling. For you, it's been seconds. For me, it's been a couple hours. And here is the print. So it's a little rough on the top, but there's a lot of supports, but I actually printed it twice. You see, I'm a stickler for supports and trying to figure out different ways. So I actually printed it twice. And I printed it 200% larger. Oh, yeah. So, pretty much looks exactly like the picture. Let's see how easy these supports will come off. Not bad. So as a reminder, this is the image that we started with. And 3 hours later, we have what I would consider to be a pretty darn good representation of that image in 3 dimensions. Now, the back ended up a little rough. Not gonna lie. It looks like I had a little bit of supports that kind of failed, but that's why I printed it twice. And I'm a big believer in going big or going home. So here's the original, and here's the next one. And look at the quality on that. Way better, way bigger and way better. And the back of the hat looks perfect. There you go. As always, I appreciate you guys. Thank you to the creator of this file. I did tag him in this video. This is awesome. Keep the comments coming. Let me know what you want to see next.